welcome to Massive Beers. Fans going, I got a fan going here, I got the AC going, I don't care. We're just going to do a beer review because, you know what? I'm not sure who said it first. I don't know if it was Socrates or was it Galileo. I'm actually not sure who this phrase is attributed to, so I'm sorry for getting it wrong, but they've always said, when hanging drywall, drink triple IPAs. That's what I've heard, at least from the Greek and the Roman times before the fall and whatnot. Because, yeah, anyway. Yeah, triple IPA time in the form of Hop Butcher for the World. This is their How Giant is Giant. Yeah. This is a Mutueka, Simcoe, and Citra Hop Triple India Pale Ale coming at 10.5% alcohol by volume. They bust out those tasting notes in the back as they want to do. Zesty citrus, sweet berry, unripe tropical. Can you see them? Yeah, we'll see what's what. I really don't want to drink a triple IPA right now, but I kind of want to drink this beer or taste it. And so we're doing it. So basically, I just said I don't want to do this beer, but I do. I guess that's called science. Clear beer. Didn't expect that. Did not expect clear beer. But yeah, label-wise, it's a tiny little dude. See that little dude? Little dude in the soapbox screaming. You could say that is a tiny dude screaming to a massive dude. So we'll see what's what. Put that up there. My trusty Speed Square. And that looks like old school, kind of like what's the Devil Dancer from the brewery you don't really talk about. Almost getting into the kind of 120-ish kind of vibes. When you're talking about a triple IPA, super hopped up, but you see that kind of coloration to it, you really go into that kind of like old school kind of triple IPA realm. So yeah, rich amber in color, relatively clear, soft carbonation. The nose knows. Yeah, I mean, it really does have an old school kind of vibe. All the fruit in here is kind of a little bit sweet and kind of marmalade-y stuff. And like the hoppers here is kind of like Simcoe-y vibes. Yeah, old school Simcoe-y vibes. Like not necessarily like the new school kind of just like drop out cat pee. It's got that little cat pee kind of vibe going on it. So I kind of dig it. I dig it. Let's dive in. Cheers, y'all. That's exactly what it is. That is very much old school, kind of big imperial triple, because you're 10.5%. When I think triple IPA for me, even now 10 is kind of the cutoff mark, so it kind of applies. I do think a little bit bigger. So it is that kind of devil dancery, not necessarily as big as like a 120 kind of vibes to it. The Simcoe really does sing here. It's not like super old school catty like Simcoe used to be, and I really did enjoy it, but you do get that subtle kind of like hints of that old school kind of cappy kind of Simcoe. There's this cool kind of candied kind of marmalade-y kind of fruitiness across the board, whether it be that berry, whether it be that orange and citrus, kind of just a little bit more kind of candy. You know, you're talking about a triple IPA, you're expecting it to be bigger and bolder. I like this actually quite a bit. You know, triple IPAs are typically very, very hard for me to kind of get down with. There's very, very few breweries that do it and do it well. Other Half usually is pretty on point with that. Equilibrium, much the same. But this is a different beast than that. This is very much more a kind of like that bit of new school with a hefty dollop of old school in a very, very tasty way. Very dangerous beer. It drinks like it's an Imperial IPA. You know you're drinking something hot, but it's easily drinkable. There's nothing harsh about it. It doesn't come off like heavy or like a burn to it. You just know there's a huge hop impact. There's a huge kind of just aggressiveness to it. At the same time, it's drinkable, which is exactly what danger beer is all about. Yeah. I like that. I'm scared that I like that. Probably one of the funner beers I've had from Hop Butcher as of late. I know a lot of stuff is is just, to a T fantastic for what today's like hazies are supposed to be, and their stouts tend to be, and their lagers to a wide extent tend to be quite underrated for the quality. But every now and then they sneak off these kind of like really kind of like scary, like traditional style, like kind of fun little hot fuck duggery kind of jams, and this one is where that one lands with that kind of nice resonance without getting too heavy-handed. Again, bigger kind of fruitiness while marmalade, not ultra sweet. A nice dryness to it while staying sweet. It has the heft of a triple IPA, but nothing too heavily. I know a lot of breweries that would like make something like this and it would be kind of like more like 15, 16% in the IPA realm. So it's one of those beers where it's 10%, but it drinks a little bit bigger, which I kind of enjoy. I just think it's fun. It's actually probably one of, if not one of the best triple IPAs I've had as of late. Quite a bit different. Again, those new school hazy triple IPAs tend to be quite the rage, But they're way different than that. There's way different than this. They're way more new school, way more kind of creamy and fluffy and all that kind of fun stuff. So I think this just comes off in a very kind of fun, kind of old school with a dollop of new school kind of way, and just shows you a resonance and bittering past with a kind of cool, fruity kind of present and future that not a lot of breweries pull off. So kudos to Hop Butcher. So yeah, there you go. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about Hop Butcher in general. Like I said, triple IPA absolutely up there, Mount Rushmore. And, have you had this? I'm curious what the consensus is about between all y'all, both beer tubers and just beer drinkers in general. Have you had this particular beer? Have you had a bunch of triple IPAs? How do you think this kind of varies from a lot of the triple IPA offerings you see nowadays? And what do you think? What do you think of Hop Butcher in a whole, down there? As a whole, not in the whole. That would be some crazy wild bill. What's that? What's the thing? With the dude, you get lotion on your skin and get the fucking wild bill. Silence of the Lambs, man, I can't believe I didn't remember that. So yeah, not in the hole, on the hole. So anyway, down there, let's talk about it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed our review. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers, y'all.